Hi guys, welcome. We're looking at again Facebook strategies. Today is part 5. Going to talk about searching for groups and using Messenger. I want to try to provide some tips, some insights, suggestions, some kind of things to be aware of to help you be more effective in searching for and working groups. Okay, so first question, or I guess first statement would be finding good groups. You might ask, how do you find good Facebook groups? Well, let's just kind of frame it first. How many Facebook groups can you join? Well, if you want to know, Facebook says you can join up to 6,000 groups. Now, that's going to be way more than any of us could possibly ever handle, but that's the limit on groups. And again, there's probably, if not hundred thousands, millions of groups out there. So you can only join 6,000. So let's narrow that 6,000 down. I'm going to just say, a handful or two of groups at the most. That's probably going to be enough for you. Once you need this, reach this limit, they say you'll need to leave some groups before you can join new ones. So just in case, right? So you want to use the search bar in Facebook. I'm going to take you here, do a screen share real quick. We are going to jump on my homepage of Facebook here. You can see the search bar up there. Okay. And I'm going to type one in actually for you here. Not one I'm going to totally recommend, but let's just look at make money online. Okay. Excuse the typo there, but make money online groups. Okay. There's going to be probably a lot under those categories, but you can tailor this to what you're looking for. Make money online. You got 151,000 members, 4,600 posts a day. Okay. Lots of activity there. Make Money Online Club, 2,800 posts a day. Best ways to make money online, 144,000. So I just want to give you an idea here of some of the different groups here as you look into this, okay? So I tend to kind of want to look for entrepreneur groups, business owner groups, success mindset, etc. I'm going to take you back up to this page again just to show you some of the groups that I'm in. Again, some of these are Facebook groups where I'm engaging. Others are part of our business, etc. But you can see here, shortcuts. I've got about a dozen groups. There's some other ones that aren't related to the business, but this shortcuts allows you up to actually, I think it's a dozen groups, and then you can't have shortcuts anymore. So just take a look at this. Elevate your business, entrepreneurship everywhere for you now. Entrepreneurs in Hawaii, kind of a smaller group there, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, business and entrepreneurs, ideas, and then business owners, just to give you an idea on some of the different groups there. I would say just some suggestions, guys. Check your state, your local and city business owner, entrepreneur groups, if that's what you're searching for. Another big suggestion, if you're a veteran, thank you so much for your service. You might want to search for groups related to your branch of service, okay? And even further, kind of diving down a little bit, niching down, search for entrepreneur business groups in your related branch. You're probably going to find some. The big thing there is, guys, find groups that you have some relatability with, some familiarity with. I would even say, if you're not, my background's business, so I'm naturally kind of oriented toward business groups, entrepreneur groups, etc. I think you do find a little bit more serious people, but if you're in some crafts or hobbies, sewing, or you're into horses, horse club, you could join whatever group that you have some knowledge and maybe some expertise in, so that when you join, you can dialogue, you can engage with those people. And you know what? Guess what? Here's the thing you're looking for when you're starting to engage. You're looking for a want, need, or desire. Somebody in one of those veterans groups, or your, home or craft group, or, maybe horse owners club group, whatever it might be, might say, hey, we're trying to buy another house. We don't have enough money. Or my husband or wife lost their job. We don't know what to do. There's your opportunity. Again, you want to keep your eyes open, keep your ears tuned, and you're looking for a want, need, or desire as you dialogue with these people. So it doesn't have to be business groups exclusively for searching for people, but find a niche that works for you and then work it. Okay, so some tips and suggestions. I would say stay away from the high spam groups like the ones I just showed you, work from home moms or dads groups, any type of work from home groups. Most of them are so dominated by spam, you're really not going to get any traction there as far as engagement. So just kind of a heads up there for you. And, again, I showed you the Make Money Online group. Beware, you might get some traction there. I'm not saying they're all bad. Check them out. There's a lot of people there. There's a lot of posts, but there's also a very high likelihood of spam, meaning people are just putting links on about all kinds of business opportunities and nobody's really listened to anybody. I'm not saying don't try it out, but just beware of that. You may find out you're not really getting your best bang for your buck. You're spending a lot of time, but not getting results. So just some ideas there. Then make sure the group is big enough. Again, I'm going to go into some groups and show you on my business page. This is one I'm just joined. I haven't even checked it out, but Billionaire Sayings. I don't know exactly what it's going to be about. Maybe I'll get some good quotes that I can share for content, but it's a private group, 130,000 members. Okay, not bad. Legitimate Entrepreneurship Group, they got 71,000 members. Rich Dad, Poor Dad, 31,307 members. Some other groups in here too, Millionaire Mindset Entrepreneurs Club. That's not a bad one, 137,000 members. So you want to look at groups, I would say, that probably have 10,000 to maybe 100,000 plus, and that there's, maybe 100 plus or more posts per day. If there groups you got 1,300 members and there's only 10 posts a day, there's probably not very many people involved, not very much activity. You're probably not going to be very effective engaging. So the bigger the group, find quality groups that have a number of posts each day, you're going to probably have better success. Basically, if there's not enough people, you're just not going to get much engagement. So be aware of that. Find groups where you believe they are offering value and that you could offer value by being involved. So again, find some things that tie into your interests, your hobbies, your background. You're probably going to have a lot of success there. If you are, your heritage is from some side where outside the U.S., which ultimately we all are, but other foreign groups, maybe from Europe, Africa, Asia, those would be good groups for you to join too, because you have some relatability there, your heritage in that. I would highly suggest checking out those groups, getting involved, and you can relate to that specific group of people. Again, just a reminder, with private groups, make sure you read their about postings before you engage. Take time to check out a group and see kind of what the vibe is, the flavor of it. What's getting posted, what's getting engaged. You might find out it's not really your fit, or you're just not getting much traction. So check that out. And a big tip too, guys, is ask questions. If they appear to be looking or asking about an opportunity, I always ask, what are you looking for? Or what is your goal? Or do you have specific goals? Be a question asker. Leaders ask questions, okay? And then you can always start a post with a color background, okay? I'm going to jump screens here real quick, and you do that to get people's attention and pose a question about a current business or social situation here. I'm going to take you into my page from earlier today just to give you an idea of what I've done. You can do something like this. My video is titled My Journey to Love What I Do, and it's got a post here from a motivational quote. Something that I posted today. And, I post something that talks about the role of a leader is not to come up with all the ideas. You can find a lot of this stuff LinkedIn. You can search for memes, but I pose a comment or a statement or question. Our environment is so important. And so you're trying to get people to engage. So that's a good idea. Post in multiple groups as you can. Again, I'm probably going to say, 5 to 6, maybe a dozen groups. That's probably going to keep you pretty busy if there's a good level of engagement, but find a range that's comfortable for you. And again, be a visual storyteller. Share motivational quotes like I'm showing up here. I share a lot of those. Let's see if we can find another one. Shared some stuff from our company here, which is kind of cool. Really visually grabbing there. Put stuff like that on your business page, guys. That's great place to do that. Something here too, quote from Napoleon Hill, the starting point of all achievement is desire. And I say a burning desire. You could ask, what do you think about this statement? Okay, do they like this? Do they agree with it? Do they disagree with it? You're trying to get people to engage by responding. So be creative. If you share a quote or picture, try to pose a question or something, your insight or how you think about it. Then when you post it, you're going to get people to hopefully engage with you. Okay, now some of the things that I try to avoid, okay, these are probably pretty common sense, but, avoid people with indications of, antisocial behavior. Trust me, they're out there. Extreme anger or negative comments, or signs of demonic activity, like images of pentagrams or beings with goat heads and horns. Guys, they're out there, so just be aware. You're not going to get any traction with them, stay away from them. They're going to cause you more trouble than they're worth. So just heads up on it. You know, these people aren't serious about real opportunity, and they really don't have an ability to attract others to a positive team like we're trying to build. So just kind of, you know, basically here's what you look for. You look for kinds of people that you would want to associate with and you would want with your family to be on vacation with. Okay, those are kind of, can I relate to this person? Would I want to be friends with them outside of this? Would they go on vacation with my family? Okay, kind of use that as a parameter. Friend requests, real quick on that, you know, might be recommended to go to their profile first and check it out. You know, are they real? Okay, do they have friends? How many? You know, some of these sites, you know, it looks good, you look at the guy, but there's no content on there. So I wonder, did they just start this up? Is just something new? But if there's nothing really on there, it makes you kind of wonder if they're real or what. So, you know, do they have any content? Kind of look at that. You know, do they look like a good candidate for a friend or like to add to your pages? So just be cognizant of that. And, you know, then when you find someone that's looking, send them a message. Don't send them a friend request. You certainly can. And I'm going to give an example here, guys, of something that partner of mine put together, but just an example. I'll just call it a suggested dialogue. You find somebody, they're looking, or they appear to be looking. I'm looking for a business opportunity, trying to work from home, et cetera, et cetera. Say something like, I saw a comment you made in Post Online. Most of these make money online deals, if that's kind of where you're at, that the group are junk, as you know, and a lot of them are, guys. I hope it's okay that I send you this message. I'm a leader in an international team or my own business. Feel free to check us out. I know it's strange to get a message like this, but if you're serious about making money using social media, send me a message and we can talk. No risk, no hassle, just for a conversation. You're kind of taking the pressure off. You're not being high pressure. You're just, hey, no risk, no hassle, just kind of throwing it out there. Doesn't mean you're always going to get a response, but I found messages like this, more than likely you're going to get somebody to respond to you, and particularly if they're looking. So this is just kind of a sample of a message you can send them, you know, and I usually personalize it. I would put their name at front, you know, Joe or Sally, whatever it might be. Take the time to be professional. It's valuable to change up a message too in small ways, just so that Facebook does not see you posting the same thing over and over. So customize it slightly day to day, just kind of a heads up there. Okay. So yeah, that's a good example of a sample. You know, if you're doing something that works, great, but just kind of find something, language, verbiage that's comfortable for you, but maybe that's non-threatening, that's not too salesy. You know, find out what they're looking for. Again, go back, ask questions, probe a little bit, and just say, hey, are you open to take a look at an opportunity to make money online? You know, find out yes or no. If they do, great, take it from there. If not, you just move on, you get more people. So here's some tips for posting in groups, okay? Post regularly, okay? The consistency is the key. You know, if you do something over enough time, you create a habit and people will eventually notice. And what will happen too is on your page here, and I'm just going to go back to my homepage on my Facebook, you'll start to get feed here from, you can see some of the other stuff I follow here, but you'll start to get feed from groups, you know, Elevate Your Business. There's a post there. That's one I've joined, but you're going to get other posts here, ads and that type of stuff too, but just, you're going to find stuff coming in your feed that you can just start responding there. But, you know, take some time to work those groups, spend some time checking them out, that type of thing. So you get familiar with it, you know, again, kind of just get the feel of it, flavor. Is that something you want to spend time on? You know, post engaging content. Okay, here's something like this posted. You can't go back and make a brand new start, but you can start now and make a brand new ending. There's some engaging. Okay, you can add some verbiage before it. You know, use motivational quotes, motivational memes. I showed you some of those. You know, pose questions at the top, and you can also do Facebook Lives. Okay, add value. That's something, guys, I can't stress enough. You know, make sure you're not just promoting or pushing your business opportunity and that's it. And this is specific to groups. Okay, it's okay to mention it, or somebody asks, hey, what do you do? You know, I tell them, I say, I'm a network marketing professional with Jeunesse Global, and I leave it at that. I see what, if they respond, great. If they don't, that's fine. But make sure in groups you're not there, and also make sure what you can and can't post. Again, really big, important tip there. Okay, but the biggest thing is add value. You know, you're going to turn people off if all you're doing is pushing your opportunity on them. Okay, and sorry guys, that's not adding value. Try to be, and I'm going to talk about this on another video, be a trusted advisor, someone that people can trust, that will give honest, you know, unbiased information, so you're not just seen as the proverbial salesperson, okay, or network marketer. So I keep my business page for the promotion of my business and products. Sometimes my individual page, I'll use that. Messenger groups, I want to talk about this, right? Everybody knows, you can look at the top up here. That's your messenger thing. We can click on that. You're probably all familiar with this. I'm going to get into this a little bit more, but messenger groups like this one right here, Africa, Europe, Middle East team. This is another partner of mine. They can be set up to use for presenting our opportunity or training to groups that don't have access to, they don't have the internet connectivity with 3G or 4G, you know, smartphones or desktop computers. So this is a very great way to do it. You can do a Word doc presentation page by page to present the opportunity. Okay, and you can do this individually. Obviously, you can go to somebody's post here. Here's my wife's, but you know, I could post and just do an opportunity to her if this was somebody else, and I've done that. Just did one earlier today. You can do it individually, of course, but basically the advantage of a group here is that you can add people so that you leverage your time and people get to see others interacting and asking questions, etc. The only major parameter on this is there's a limit of 250 people in each group. That's Facebook's max, and then you have to break it off, start another group. But how to set it up and use, basically you can go click on the tab here, new group. So if you want to start a new group, you can click on that and you can name your group here. You can search for people to add. You can see a whole bunch of people here. You can just check those off, add them all if you want. So you can name your group, whatever it is. If you're working with people in Asia, maybe Asia Jeunesse group, whatever. If you're in Africa, Africa, or you can add multiple contents in there just depending on where you may have batches of people. Okay, so just be aware of that. The other thing on this is name it and you're ready to use it now. And you also can click, and I'm going to show you at the top of this group here so you can see where this little wheel is there, guys. You can click on that circular gear icon, and by doing that, you can then use the drop-down menu. I'm going to show you what that looks like. There it is, to add people. So you can see add people. You can add whoever you want. I usually check with people first. Hey, if I add you to this group, are you okay? Go ahead and do that. Again, you can scroll it down, mute conversation, ignore messages from a person if they're getting to be a pain, or you can leave the group if you're part of it too, or block a member, okay? If somebody's not behaving properly or is spamming the group, and this will happen, I usually try to give them at least one, I give them one warning. You know, if they keep doing it, posting inappropriate stuff, spamming, trying to sell their stuff on there, posting other links to other businesses, it's probably best to just block them and move on. Okay, so guys, I hope that helps you out with some tips on finding and searching for Facebook groups, finding the right ones for you, and then talking a little bit about how to use Facebook Messenger as a tool in building your message.